Hello, amazing people. It's good to be here again, and I'm sure you are glad to be here as well. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing my videos, and thank you for always being here to like, comment, and support. I am grateful. If you're new to this channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell beside the subscribe button, and you'll be glad you did. So today we'll be talking about blasting that toothache. Yes, toothache can be blasted even with things or food items in your home. So let's dive right in. A lot of us know what toothache is. Some people have had it, while some just hear about how painful and unbearable it is. Toothache is something that could make one so uncomfortable that you could lose concentration for as long as it remains. Toothache can make you pull almost half of your teeth, your 32 teeth, without still getting the remedy, and that is something we have to avoid. Now, I will be talking about how to blast toothache. Sit back, relax, and listen. Whether you have toothache or you do not, you need to know about these remedies because toothache is a very common problem amongst a whole lot of people. Sometimes it could even be generic. So listen to how we can blast these toothache. You know, there is no other way that your body can tell you that there's a problem without causing pain. Because most times people are so busy with the activities of the day that they do not have time to take care of their bodies or go for checkups and all that. But with a pain somewhere, they know that something is going on, and that pain gets their attention. So, what is toothache? Toothache is a sign that something is wrong with your tooth or teeth or gum. It could be an infection, a gum disease, a loose gum feeling, a cavity, or any other problem that occurs in the mouth. Now, the effective home remedies you could use to abate these toothaches or even stop them are: 1. Clove oil. Clove oil has anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiseptic, and antioxidant properties. It helps to reduce or eliminate pain. It also helps to fight against infections in the body. It can fight against different types of dental pain like cavities, infections, and sore gums, as well as mouth ulcers. Cloves can be found in different places like the market or supermarket. You could also get clove oil from pharmaceutical stores around you. Another one I would like to talk about is salt water. Yes, you heard right. Salt water. Salt water helps to cleanse loose debris in the mouth and bacteria in and around the affected area. Use this for your teeth issues. What you have to do is to add some amount of sea salt to small amount of warm water and swish them around the mouth for about 30 seconds. Then spit out. You could repeat this once or twice at a go, and it can be done several times in a day. The third one is garlic. Yes, garlic. Garlic has antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, and antiseptic properties. It has been used around the world for various medicinal purposes for thousands of years now. Garlic contains an antibiotic known as allicin. Allicin is usually released from the garlic once it is crushed, and it is this allicin that provides the relief from the pain when it's applied on the affected area. To use, chop a garlic clove, smash and allow to sit for about 10 minutes for the allicin to be activated. Then apply to affected area and allow to stay for a few minutes. Then rinse with warm salt water in order to remove the bacteria and stop the infection. This can also reduce inflammations. It is also advised to add a good quantity of garlic to your meals. The second method of using garlic is to mix with cloves that have been crushed and allowed to sit for 10 minutes, then add to plain yogurt. Usually the Greek plain yogurts are preferred. The benefit of using this remedy is that unlike antibiotic drugs, the bacteria cannot develop resistance to garlic no matter how much of it is taken. Some might be worried about the smell of garlic, but then you can also eliminate this smell by chewing parsley. The fourth on my list is whiskey. Yes, you heard right, whiskey. Alcohol can be used to numb areas of pain, but this can only be for a short time. It slows pain responses of the central nervous system, but in the long run, you might feel worse and not better. To use this method, soak a cotton ball in whiskey, squeeze out the excess, and place next to the sore tooth. Then allow to sit for 10 to 15 minutes or swab the soaked cotton ball on your gums and around the sore tooth repeatedly. Note that this is usually not so effective in treating an infection if it's present. The fourth one on my list is onions. Yes, you heard right. Onion. You might be wondering how come onions is on this list, but then onions has antimicrobial and antiseptic properties that help to kill bacteria that causes pain in the mouth. To use, place a piece of raw onion on the affected area. Note that the slice of onion has to be freshly cut in order to get some onion juice on the affected area. Allow to sit for 5 minutes or more if possible. Another one is peppermint. Yes, peppermint has numbing properties that can help bring relief to an aching tooth. It is also a numbing analgesic. To use peppermint, a peppermint tea bag can be placed in a refrigerator or freezer until it is cold, except in cases where the person is sensitive to cold. Apply the tea bag to the affected area for about 20 minutes. This should be done repeatedly as pain may return when tea bag is removed. If peppermint tea bag is not present, peppermint essential oil can be used instead by adding a few drops to a cotton ball and placed on the affected area for some time. The seventh remedy I have for you is cucumber. Cucumber has a soothing and hemostatic effect which helps to lessen blood flow to the affected area, thereby soothing and lessening the pain. To use this, cut a refrigerated cucumber. Remember to use at room temperature. Remember to use at room temperature if sensitive to cold, and hold over an over the affected area. You can also mash up a piece of cucumber with a bit of sea salt and pack it around the affected area. And we go to the number 8 on my list. Yes, you might be wondering what it is this time, considering that I have been mentioning a whole lot of things that are right there in your kitchen and even in your fridge. So, the next one is turmeric. Yes, turmeric. Turmeric is a wonder spice that has just so many benefits, including the treatment of toothaches. It has strong analgesic and antiseptic properties that helps to eliminate aches in the tooth and also treat gum infections. To use turmeric, add a teaspoon of turmeric powder into a small amount of water, which should be enough to make a paste. Dip a cotton ball into the paste and place in the mouth on the affected area. It can be applied directly or mixed with raw organic honey, which also has its own antibacterial properties and enhances the taste of the mixture. And voila! Now we go over the next on my list, which is guava leaves. Guava leaves have anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, analgesic properties as well as high level of flavonoids. And this makes it alleviate toothaches, swollen gums, and mouth ulcers. To use this, crush and add a little water, just little to form a paste, and apply to affected area or chew a leaf or two until juice flows to the affected area. You can also place 5 guava leaves into boiling water, allow to cool for allow to cool to warm temperature, then add a sprinkle of sea salt, swish in the mouth and spit out. This should be done several times a day. The 10th on my list is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide helps to relieve mouth, tooth, and gum problems. It is a cleansing aid and it also attacks bacteria which could cause problems in the mouth. To use this, swish solution Swish the solution of hydrogen peroxide around the mouth for about 30 seconds, then rinse several times with water. Do not swallow. Repeat once or twice a day. You have to know that this method does not eliminate the infection. It only gives a temporary relief from the pain. Number 11 is salt water, oregano essential oil, and colloidal silver. The combination of these ingredients I just mentioned are best for toothaches resulting from abscess of another type of infection. To use this, place a few drops of oregano essential oil under the tongue and hold for several minutes, then spit out. Secondly, swish some colloidal silver around the mouth and rinse at least 3 or 4 times, but in between swishes, gargle with warm water mixed with sea salt. Lastly, rub some oregano oil directly into the gums. And the 12th on my list is thyme. I don't mean time, I mean thyme. Thyme is mostly used for cooking and is usually in the kitchen of most people, but it can also be used to treat or reduce toothaches, because it has the strongest antimicrobial properties as compared to other essential oils. Now I'm talking about thyme oil. It also contains antifungal and antiseptic properties, which makes it effective in the relief of pain, in the relief of pains and the elimination of tooth decay and gum disease. To use thyme, what you have to do is sip thyme tea, swirl in the mouth and hold for 30 seconds before swallowing. Another method is to chew the leaves to get the juice. Note that you have to chew the leaves on the opposite side of the affected area in order not to worsen the problem if the leaf should get into the affected area. So, if the affected area is on your right, then you should chew on the left. But if it's on the left, please chew on the right. This could reduce pain and heal bleeding gums. The third method of using thyme is to dilute a few drops of thyme essential oil with a carrier oil like coconut oil or olive oil and gargle with it. This helps to reduce the pain and also fight the infection, if any. A drop of the oil can also be applied on the affected area. The last but not the least is wheatgrass. Wheatgrass has some antibacterial properties that helps to relieve pain and helps to fight tooth decay. It also has some antibiotic properties that helps to protect the gum and the teeth from infections. To use this, chew wheatgrass directly with the affected tooth. Wheatgrass juice can also be switched to absorb toxins from the gums, reduce bacterial growth, and keep infection under control, but just for a short time. So, these are some remedies you could use to alleviate the pain in your tooth or treat them permanently. Most of the essential oils I mentioned in this video can be gotten from good pharmaceutical stores around you. I know you have enjoyed this video. If you find this video helpful or know someone who needs these remedies, why not share it to them and they'll be glad you did. Kindly like and subscribe if you're yet to do so. And I'll see you in other videos. Bye for now.